I I am so glad to kind of see everyone here tonight. Um, Most of you uh, are uh, kind of familiar. Um, Also, uh, I just can't believe on how well each one of you guys have actually done throughout this public speaking course of 2022.
I'm so happy for you all also to be here. Okay, what is the public speaking course? This course was developed by DDS and we offered it to Winthrop Farm participants. There was 4 students accepted into our program.
So we use DDS curriculum, and DDS actually helped set us up. And especially Brad Cadal, he developed the curriculum for the public speaking course. He's offered it 3 times. And so we adapted their curriculum. And Brad helped us really to set it up, the logistics of it. Then we got a grant from the Grassroots Fund, and they are paying for the instructors, the materials. They were very interested in it because we talked about the shift of power and giving more power to people with disabilities so that they can speak up at meetings and have their voices heard. And this is the first step in that process. And then we partnered with North Shore Community College, and the students here, Kyle, Mike, Michelle, and there's one other, Jillian, they agreed to be coaches to our students for their field placement. They have to do, I think, 40 hours or something like that. So it's worked out really well, and a lot of them are going into the field of human services, so it's a perfect match. So what we want to mention is that Josh and Austin already took the course, and now they're teaching it. So hopefully that will continue into the future. So let the show begin.
My topic is the beauty of baking. Today I'm going to tell you why I bake and how baking can improve your life. First, I'll tell you about my baking. I've been baking all my life. When I was little, I baked with my mother. I watched shows to get ideas. I like watching Food Network, Pioneer Woman, and Halloween Wars. My favorite show is Valerie Bertinelli. I search for great recipes. I even made a treat for my dogs. I've sold my baked goods at church events. I won first prize at the Winthrop Strong Bake Off. My favorite cookie is Jack Skellington. My favorite thing to make is sugar cookies. I enjoy baking with my mother. I love making cookies for the holidays. I feel proud when I share my baking with friends. Now I will share some fun facts about baking. Does anyone know who invented cake?
Okay, audience, does anybody know?
Who invented cake?
Take a guess. It wasn't
Cookie
the
Monster.
Irish, I'll tell you that.
No, it was not.
Who do you think invented cake?
Fred Flintstone.
Fred
Oh,
Flintstone.
Betty Crocker. Someone said Betty Crocker. That's a good one.
Who said Betty? I did.
Oh, yeah. Was that right?
Okay, what's the answer, Lauren?
The Egyptians invented cake.
Look at that old oven.
Can you guess how much the biggest cookie weighed?
Anybody want to take a guess?
1,000 pounds.
1,000? Don't, you already know the answer.
Good try, man.
Really?
Yeah, good
biggest cookie. Okay, ready, Maureen?
45,000 pounds.
45,000.
My goodness.
And there it is.
Another fact, more people started baking during COVID. The sale of baking products went up 47% during the pandemic. Can you guess what people like to bake the most?
Cookies.
Cupcakes, brownies, pretzels, potato chips. Why you should try baking. It relieves stress and anxiety. When stressed and in doubt, cupcake it out. You use all 5 senses when baking. Sense of smell. You smell the aroma of your baking. Sense of touch. You touch the ingredients. Sense of hearing. You can hear the timer and the sound of cooking. Sense of sight. You look to see if the mixture looks right. And the best part, the sense of taste. You get to sample your cooking. Baking is a way to tell people you care about them. Baking is a way to make someone feel better. Baked goods are comfort food. You can share your baking with someone in the hospital. Baked goods make great gifts. It's fun to watch people enjoy what you have made. It's a form of self-expression. You can put your love into it. Baking improves mental health. Baking is a wonderful way to reduce stress in your life and to be creative. Try it. Thank you. Any questions?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My presentation is reaching my dreams about being a filmmaker. When I was little, I started to watch a whole bunch of movies, and Jaws became my favorite one. And I wanted to be a filmmaker like Steven Spielberg, which this is him in the mouth of the... That was my dream, and I thought about it for a long time. I met some people from two of my favorite movies. The first one was Tony Moran. He was in Salem, and he played the Michael Myers character in the original movie. And then the other one was Jeffrey Voorhees. He was the little boy in Jaws. He was the Alex Kintner guy. So, and he was telling us stories. He actually works at a restaurant on Martha's Vineyard. So it was pretty cool. Movies is really hard to make. Could anyone guess how long to make a movie? A full-length movie or something?
6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
Yes.
What, 6 months?
If it's one announcement.
Yeah. That's not even a full-length movie. So it's just a home movie.
I'll give it 2 years at minimum.
You say 2 years?
Yeah.
It's 2 years. That's because you start. There are many steps of making a movie, which is having a good idea. Writing a script is one, which is, you have to make up the characters and what they say. Casting is one of them, which is, here's some of the movies that I made. These are the pictures. The next one is filming. Editing and adding music is one. And then the last one is having the premiere. And here's some pictures from the party that we had a couple of years ago. How did I learn all this? is I use camera equipment like tripods and microphones. So, and then I did went to a couple of classes at WCAT. We hired a filmmaker. His name is Des Mahoney, which is right over there. But 45 people applied though. I had to learn how to use editing software. The hardest thing about making a movie is writing the scripts. And here's Quentin Tarantino. With one of his movies, it took him like 5 years to write the script. Casting is hard. And then I made 2 movies throughout the past. One is called, Evil Follows. It's a whole movie that takes place in Winthrop. It got in over 1,800 views on YouTube. The next one was the creature from the Boston Harbor, which is another. And, it has less movie mistakes, and it was a little bit more better, too. We had to stop because of COVID. So it took a year to make. So, and it was posted on YouTube. Yeah. I'm working on my other one. It's called Silhouette. It's another movie. There are many rewards of filmmaking. I really enjoy, working with my friends and family. I'm proud to show on YouTube. People say to me, like, keep going with the movies. I really enjoy them. And then it ended up in the paper because, like, this woman interviewed us, and she took a picture of us, and it ended up in it was the Winthrop newspaper. So, so my message is to you, just follow your dreams, and you can reach yours if you don't give up. Thank you. Thanks, Austin. So yeah.
All right, so this is Dolly. And Dolly, what's your topic that you want to talk about?
Turning 22.
What's the phrase that we say?
Your life, your choices.
So what's happening in June, Dolly?
I'm going to be turning 22.
What happens when you turn 22?
I'm out of school.
What decisions do you need to make?
That I want to live at home.
Okay. What's another decision that you have to make?
Going to work.
So where could you live?
Maybe in an apartment.
Where's another place?
At home.
What do you like about living at home?
I can see the dog every day.
What would you miss if you moved out?
Probably Mom, Dad, and Johnny.
Can you live on your own yet, do you think?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. What would you like about living in a place of your own?
No rules.
So what did you decide about living for now?
Living at home.
What other decision do you need to make?
Work.
Do you know where you want to work yet?
Not yet.
Who can help you get a job?
A job coach
Where do you get job coaching?
at program.
Have you looked at any day programs?
I looked at a few.
What did you ask them when you visited?
Many questions.
What was one of the questions that you had?
Does people work? Paid jobs.
What's something else?
Go into the community.
Did you decide which one you like best?
Not yet.
Do you have a question for the audience?
Does anybody here go to the day program?
I do.
Do you like it, Tom?
Yeah.
What do you like about Triangle?
It was a good program.
Did you know anybody there?
I knew a whole bunch of people. They will help me get a job. We will go into Salem.
Triangle has epic warriors. What are epic warriors?
People go out into the community, go into a school and paint it.
So you made decisions on where to live and where to get help with employment. What do you do for fun?
I do swimming,
What do you swim for?
Special Olympics, and I also do horseback riding.
What's your horse's name?
His name is Gus. And I also ski
Where do you ski?
at Loon.
So you will have a full life when you turn 22. What is your vision for 5 years from now?
Probably working at a job. And my support staff is my good friend Kyle.
What a great life you have planned.
And that's me.
Do you have any advice for others turning 22?
It's a big transition into your life, into your choice. Thank you. Any questions?
So a job like,
Working at Target, it's in the top pocket.
wait
Just-
a second, I'll
just-
turn it.
Yeah, just delete it. Let me see it. I'll just. Sorry. No, they do this to me every time I'm doing something. No, sorry.
That's all right. So a job, Tom said, a job like Target.
Just shut it. I'm trying to shut it down.
They don't take no.
No. I know. Sorry. I will call you later. Hi, my name is Thomas Stack. Do you know the day of the week that you call out sick?
The most
Common day you call out sick.
So you want to call in somebody? She says Monday or Friday.
Mon-
Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Wednesday.
No.
Wednesday.
No? Yes, Monday.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about 5 important benefits of having a job.
Yep.
Tom, you can start number 1.
Number 1 is learning new skills, making new friends, being independent, good for your health, and you can
Motivate you.
ultimate you for your goals.
We have another question for
Question.
the audience. Have you
Had
job?
a job or haven't had a job?
How did it make you feel?
How did it make you feel?
Depends on the job.
Yeah.
I think a couple people here had jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone
Anyone?
have a job they like? Oh, you calling someone?
Auntie?
Okay, so you do what you love,
Mm-hmm.
and you love what you do,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a job.
I agree.
No.
So you have
No.
to pick something that you really have passion for,
Very true.
Mhm.
so that you'll enjoy it every day. Don't have a job that you hate every day.
Correct.
I think that's good advice.
Correct.
Anyone have a job they didn't like?
Amy was going to say
Oh.
something.
Amy?
I actually like my job because I met a lot of friends and I'm a shopaholic.
Sorry.
So she works in a good
Sorry.
place. Okay, so maybe we can,
Mhm.
we didn't skip anyone, right? Nope, okay, we can go. And Tom, you want to talk about a job, one of your favorite jobs?
One of my favorite job was I did in the Special Olympics of doing AvoVision,
And you worked behind the
the
camera
camera,
and
and
in
also in front of the camera.
front. Okay, now we have a fact we'd like
Mhm.
to share. 160 million.
160 million people who have jobs.
And then, we have one more fact,
Mhm.
33.8%
33%
of it.
disability without disability are employed.
So now we're going to talk about the 5 most common jobs in the United States.
Most common
In the United
States.
States, our first one, Tom said a retail sales associate.
Surrogate.
We were talking about examples, somewhere like Target or grocery store.
Yep. Number 2 is a nurse, a janitor, a restaurant server, a teacher.
Okay, and now we'll talk about what makes a good employee.
So happy, being friendly, playing a team player,
And what habits can we have that will help us keep a job once we get them?
following directions, being on time for work, dress properly for a job. And thank you for listening.